everybody. Welcome back to Rabbit Trails Podcast, where if it sounds like I'm sick, it's because I am sick. Welcome back to the studio, everybody. I am super excited for another episode. I believe it is 110. As my co-hosts are laughing at me, that's all right. Chris, how we doing tonight?
Chilling. I'm clearly doing
Wait,
better.
you got to address the purple elephant in the room. If you don't talk about it, everybody's just like, dude, do you see that elephant? But when you talk about it right away, everybody's like, hey, there's an elephant.
Gotta address the black lung in the room, honestly.
Huh?
The black lung.
Bro, how many
Smoker's lung, man.
cigarettes did you smoke today?
3 packs an hour.
You sound absolutely broken.
I do sound baked, yeah. So this was my night. Last night, I don't even know why. I was actually, by the way, shout out Chris.
Wait.
Went and watched Chris get his first ever collegiate coaching dub. Congratulations, Christopher.
Come on. I'll take it.
I'm clapping twice.
Coached middle-aged beer league men's basketball team past a bunch of middle schoolers. You guys are laughing, but it actually is true.
It's like mid to upper schoolers. Let's be real here.
It was a JV team, buddy.
There was a few seventh, maybe eighth graders.
There was
sprinkled
2
in.
eighth graders in there. So it was a JV team, and they're warming up on the one side of the court, and on the other side of the court, you have a half a dozen guys just yamming it in warm up. So I'm like, wow, this game's going to be completely even. But hey,
Sounds about right.
Chris coached it up, and he got a dub. But
I wish we would have a mic'd up session of what I sounded like in the huddle when I was bringing
we
the boys
should've done
together.
that.
did you get your tech then? Because I offered you money if you got teched up.
The problem is that there was never a point in the game where it was like too close, and I felt bad yelling at a ref because again we were playing middle schoolers.
It was like 12-3 really fast, and we were like, well, this is pretty much going to get out of hand. So
Yeah, at one point it did get brought down to I think 6 points or something.
Really?
In the third quarter.
Hey.
And at that point I did yell a few times at the ref, and all he told me was to sit down, and then I proceeded to stand up for like the next 5 minutes.
There is never a bad time to yell at the ref.
Hey, actually, you know what? It's funny. I yelled at the ref, and he told me to sit down.
it's
And
more fun when you
and-
you know the refs, and they're like,
yeah, exactly. And I started sitting down, and then the player beside me, one of the players, was like, "No, stand up." He just told you to sit down. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, shoot." I quickly stood back up and just stood there with my arms crossed like Greg Popovich for like a solid 20 minutes.
Is that
So-
a player or coach? What is it?
He's like one of the oldest coaches in the league.
Oh, okay.
He coaches the Spurs. But sorry, Randall, what were you saying?
Do
I don't know what I was saying.
you have NBA predictions for the finals?
We're not even close.
We're not
but
even close to that.
I feel like we're
I picked
close.
Chris.
I haven't watched one game all year, but I feel like we're close, and I'm picking the Suns.
I had to really question your coaching ability last night. In the opening possession, you had your 5 spot, which 5 for people that is typically a center, correct?
Correct.
Your 5 spot. Their opposing was a 6'5" mulleted, very rambunctious man. And he was getting absolutely bodied. And Chris is like, you know what? Boys, let's start off physical. Let's go with a smaller lineup. I don't know where
I played small ball, dude.
well, why in your small lineup?
Do you want me to know?
Did you have your 5'5" point guard playing the 5 spot?
Look.
he was giving up a foot and 250 pounds down low.
And that is exactly what we wanted. You said it yourself.
He was getting bodied.
What
down
was the
there.
score at honestly 4 minutes in? What was it, like 13-2 or something?
Yeah,
3 minutes in?
Hey,
13-2?
you guys were winning, but it wasn't because of your big guy play. I'll promise you.
Look. Here's the thing. I watched 4 or 5 years of Mike D'Antoni run the ball down in Houston for the Rockets when James Harden was still there. Every single time that James Harden took to the floor, we played small ball, and it was just jack up threes and try to look cool in the process. So that's what I did. I'm like, hey, all the big boys, you're sitting. Take that freaking seat on the bench, okay?
Yeah, they did.
Sit your butt down. We're getting everyone who's, short kings, 5'11" and under, really is what we're looking for. And guess what? We started like the game, I think,
hand
5 for 8 from 3.
Hand it
off
to
a quick
Austin. Though.
start.
He was trying his best down there, but there's only so much when you're giving up a foot and 250 that you can do. I'm just saying.
Hey, what Austin lacks in height, he makes for in every other way possible. Trust me, I would know. I've slept with him.
Same.
Yeah, just saying. On multiple occasions, too. Shout out, Austin.
No, I love the guy. I just thought it was funny because, like, dude, can we get a switch here?
So I don't play much basketball ever. So I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen you play a
yeah,
professional game of
that's
basketball.
exactly what I was just trying to convey
I think
there.
I've seen him play anything.
I've seen him play a mean game of pig, though. I have seen him do
A
that.
pig?
Pig.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
pig.
where I get roasted.
Yeah.
But no, what exactly is small ball? If it's
small ball, okay, I'm
you
going
put
to
it in
say it
football
as
terms?
like a,
Do you want to describe it, or do you want me
Can you
to?
put
I'm going to
football
describe it, and then you will like correct us when we're wrong.
I think you hit a nail on the head. Go for
When
it.
I hear small ball, typically you have your center, and then you have your power forwards, your shooting guards, and point guards, and whatnot. Typically, when they play small ball, is they insert a smaller, more athletic at the 5 spot, sometimes also at the 4 spot too. It just allows them to be quicker, more athletic. They're going to give up a little bit on the defensive end, maybe on rebounding, but especially like, and I'll give credit where credit's due as much as I hate him. Draymond Green really made small. Hey, Draymond Green really made small ball possible because for a small guy, he's really good on the boards and he plays really well against a guy that's a foot taller than him. So
Hey, Shrek's a dog.
when you have
I
a
don't know
guy,
what you're
when
saying.
you have a guy like that you can play small, but yet on the offensive end, it's a plus because you can have an extra shooter in the game. You're faster. Yeah, just the upside outweighs what little bit you lose on the defensive end. Am I right, Chris?
So shorter, typically in the as far as NBA terms go, means that you are also more slightly more athletic. I don't want to say athletic. You typically outrun most of the people on the floor, and that's the big thing is that you can push the ball.
Ball movement is usually a lot better.
So even
too.
if the other team scores, you're still hustling down the court. You're running down the court.
you have fast break options,
The fast breaks, and then at the end of the day, like so in the NBA, anything close to 6 foot is short. So if you're 6'3" and under, you're typically a shorter player in the NBA.
Yeah.
And so you have a lot of guys who are around 6'6" and less, all running around, and you have your biggest guy, which for the Rockets back in the day, it was typically either Robert Covington or someone else who's only like 6'6" or something. That could be wrong, but so he's playing the inside. And what you do is you get it to him, and their big is going to have to guard him, and then so you get it to him in the inside. He can have anywhere to pass from outside of that. You pass it to the outside, he moves outside, you pass it to him, you've wide open 3 right there already. So all it is an effort. Like the Rockets, they would average jacking up 53s a game. Like a lot of times, especially during the bubble. During the bubble, they jacked up so many threes a game.
can't make it if you don't shoot it. That
I
was
mean,
their
yeah,
limit.
they made it to the semifinals in the bubble. I think it was the semis. Maybe it was the quarters. But either way, it does work. But at the end of the day, you're kind of still somewhat luck-based a little bit because you have to hit threes. And I'm not saying that's luck, but it's just what's the other word for luck? It's not luck. It's probability.
It makes
your probability goes
it
down.
It makes the hot team hotter, the cold team colder, in my opinion.
So here's what happened when you're the Rockets. You shoot 13 threes, you hit like 10 of them, which is insane. But then you go cold. You go ice cold. The team catches up to you, and then maybe you catch a hot streak. And it just goes back and forth. And then at the end of the game, you might come out on top, and you might not. So it's not as steady of a gameplay, but
That's why
it sometimes works.
I really like with the NBA, the trend's kind of going. The big man is being. Now you have to be able to shoot threes no matter what you are, but the big man is becoming more popular again in the NBA.
Yeah.
Which
And-
shout out my Cavs. They run 2 big guys,
Two bigs.
2 7-footers.
Surprised you're not one of them.
I am on the bench most of the time, but
Do you want to know why I don't watch the NBA?
probably because it is stupid, is what you're gonna say.
No, actually, you mentioned his name, Draymond Green.
Oh yeah, hey, I don't
Draymond
like
Green,
the man.
he is the reason that I do not watch the NBA.
He is a sack kicking mother trucker. I will say that.
One of his
He does enjoy that.
He
That's for
does
sure.
enjoy that. And he will run across the floor. Although you had to laugh when he ran straight across the floor and just straight up.
I don't know if
Rudy
Jordan saw
Gobert.
this clip. I need to show Jordan this
Have
clip.
you never
sometime.
seen that?
No, I've not.
Keep talking about your explanation of him.
goodness.
I'll pull up the clip.
His, his first game back, he had a flop after his last suspension. His first game back, he had a flop of Texas size proportion. I mean,
There's a foul for that. Or what is that now? There's a penalty. No, that's football for flopping down.
honestly, I feel like they need to pants the guy.
He did get
Every
suspended.
Every time he flops,
you mean
pants him
physically
right,
pants him?
take him to half court, right in the center.
He's probably
turn off all the lights, spotlight, pants him.
I don't think he's got much to hide though.
I feel like that's That's
Anything.
just very.
He's been suspended several times.
You know, in the NBA, in the elites in the NBA, they're probably like, you could dock his pay, take games away from him, all that stuff. Jordan pants the man. You know, I mean,
humiliate him.
hey,
I mean,
whatever it takes at this point.
in Jordan's defense, they've tried every other form of
Waterboarding
punishment.
is yet on the table.
Okay,
Sorry, I do not like the guy.
I agree with you. Did it have to do anything with the 2016?
I grew up in it.
2016 finals.
I don't know what the
That would be
2016
the
finals
Was
were.
it 2017? They won
No,
the chip in
2016.
16.
I
Oh,
couldn't
okay,
tell
okay,
you.
my bad.
No, I stopped.
People forget Draymond was suspended in Game 5.
Oh, that's right. Who were they playing?
I do forget. You forget about it because the Cavs still won.
Yeah, Go ahead and choke on that 3-1 lead.
Hey, if we have any Warriors fans that are listening, which actually I know we do.
I actually know we do too.
Yeah, if leave us a 5-star review first of all. But
How does it feel to be?
also suck rocks. just
Also-
for 2016
Also,
specifically.
the Cavs just played Washington, and I saw their who was the guy that was supposed to be the next baby Jesus for the Golden State Warriors?
Jordan Poole?
Jordan
Whoa.
Poole, yeah. he
panned out so poorly.
yeah,
Golly.
bro,
he is
Jordan
cheeks,
Poole,
bro.
Right.
He is so bad.
Him and Kyle Kuzma is probably the most ball hog centric backcourt I've ever seen. He came across half court, no lie. Came across half court, hit like a 30. What's a long three? 36 footer, 34 footer.
Like 33 and about.
Yeah, so like a 34 footer, like it was deep, like and just drained it. Next time on the court, gets a long rebound, one dribble past half court, hucks this mother trucking up. There's 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Thing bricks like an outhouse. And everybody's like, oh, just missed out. I'm like, that is a horrible shot.
Yeah.
That's a horrible shot at the
Facts.
end of the game when the buzzer's going off. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
I'm not a geek, but I would. That sounds like a low percentage.
That is a very
He
low
is like
percentage shot.
he is like the Nancy Pelosi of the NBA.
Whoa, hey.
Like after his he peaked, he's gone so
He's
far
never
downhill.
been right since Draymond Green punched him in the face.
Why
Let's
are
be
you?
honest.
Why are you hating on Aunt Anthony?
And
Nancy
Kathy?
Pelosi.
Hang on. Let me rephrase. Why are you hating on Aunt Pelosi?
Yeah. Leave,
Aunt Pelosi?
leave Jordan's aunt out of this.
What could I compare him to? He's like the Kamala Harris
Hey,
of the NBA.
You leave these God-fearing women out of your mouth.
these are great people.
Till they're like 4 years old. Then they turn straight to the north.
You know what? They did peak around 3 or 4, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just out there trying to trigger some people. I don't actually like them.
Yeah. But
We all know you do. It's fine.
I feel like this whole conversation started somewhere.
Yeah,
It was me
about-
So,
coaching.
yeah, Chris got a dub. And then,
You asked how my week was, and right
Yeah.
away followed it up with congrats on your first.
well,
coaching
you
job.
asked how my week was, and I went straight to your week. So,
Oh, thank
congratulations.
you. Also, how did you find out? Because you actually didn't stay to watch me get my first coaching dub, and I didn't tell you.
Yeah,
He never-
that guy we were talking about a minute ago getting body down low that you put out there just to be absolutely annihilated.
The one that
in
we
the
both
paint.
slept with. Just making sure we're on the same page here now.
Yes.
Okay.
He told me.
Okay. By the way, so if you ever
I snapped him. I snapped him and said, "Did you guys win then?" He just sent back a face, like a face, no caption. And I was like, "So yes." And he says back, "What do you think?"
classic. Yeah. By the
Yeah,
way,
I ditched. I'm not gonna lie. I ditched.
Chris never even told me either. I would have probably won.
Yeah, I didn't.
Be glad you did.
No, here's the thing. I wasn't gonna play, and I didn't play. And then I got there, and actually Austin himself, he was the first person to say, he's like, "Oh, you should coach, bro." 'Cause
I think
how
I
he
was the
talks, by
first person
way.
to say
Those of you who don't know Austin, he talks like that. He's like, "Yo, bro, you should coach."
we should have
And so-
Austin on the podcast, but then you guys still wouldn't hear him because he wouldn't talk.
Wait,
Tell me I'm wrong.
he does. I feel like he might enjoy listening more than he does talking. I don't know. No, he's a good talker. You
He
get
is
him
a good
going,
talker.
though. He's a good talker.
Then you just won't shut up.
Yeah, I'm surprised he catching strays. He's a great guy. What the
Dude,
heck?
I love the guy 100%.
Golly, man.
I can shoot shots all day long because he knows that I love him. So
You know what? I will say the best part about sleeping with him is the fact that, dude, anytime you're putting a
Hey, hold on, wait, whoa, whoa.
Soundbite.
don't make me stop.
Aren't you like in some very close relations with his sister? I've told Chris's girlfriend many times. I was like, so how do you feel that he's just dating you to get to your brother?
Hey, yo, chill.
It's like our border. It's just open. Let them all come in.
Look. Y'all need to chill here real quick. Look, here's what's
Look
up.
me in my eye and tell me I'm wrong, Chris.
I said all that.
Dude, they are darting.
Yeah, look, here's what I'm
not
saying.
happening.
Here's what I'm saying. Let me talk for a little bit. All I said about that is like when you're stuck, like when you're in a situation where it's like you have to share a bed with one of the boys or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
you're at a sleepover. It is what it is. You just
hate those situations.
all I know it's the freaking worst, isn't it? Like it's nice when you realize like, oh, you're sleeping with someone who doesn't move a lot, because that's actually really freaking annoying. And this, I tell you what, man, he conks out and that's it until he wakes up. He's just like, bro, we slept in a 4x6 area.
Yeah, he
no,
told
not
us.
4x6.
Is that a cell?
It was barely even 4x6. I mean, like, goodness gracious, we about had to stack. It was so small. But like, seriously, he was amazing. He didn't move at all, and it was great. And I think
Love
I
him.
move a lot when I sleep, so I feel bad. But
You
like,
do move a lot. I have slept with you too.
yeah. I mean,
You're a wiggler.
bro. You know what? Hey, we got back from vacation here recently.
Yeah, you guys are on vacation. Hey, give it up. How was it?
Yeah. It was great. I will say I don't remember the last time I've been so anxious to like get back to work again and like do life again. It was weird. Like sleeping's been weird. All that stuff's been weird. But like vacation itself has been was great while it lasted. And I'm going on another vacation here soon, which is really weird. But I should say trip. It's not really
You
vacation.
have never not stopped traveling. Since,
I will say I have nothing planned for quite a while after this next
What's
trip.
this next one coming up?
I'm going to the Bahamas. in a few
That's
weeks.
right. You're going to take Instagram photos with pigs.
Heck yeah. Actually, you have to pay for those beaches with the pigs, though.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just
Actually?
in Florida with Jordan, so I got plenty of pictures on my phone already with pigs.
on the beaches.
This was my suggestion. Take a pack of bacon, hold it up, grab the selfie, post.
But that's like going in front of
In
a cow.
front of
and-
pigs.
No.
I like it.
Because you have to pay, so you may as well get something that you can use.
Actually,
Get a pack of bacon.
You know what? I was at work today, and we have this like portrait of a what are those big cows called with the horns?
Scottish Highland.
Scottish Highland.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're the best animals on earth.
They
have flaps for days.
they do, bro. Jordan literally sent me a reel today of a Scottish Highland running down.
I
the
don't think it's a
field.
Highland, but yeah, it's.
Oh shoot! Well, they're all Scottish Highlands now, bro. The chub, bro, under
Bro,
that neck
that
area,
cow is unmatched. I love those cows.
bro. That neck area
That
is
is
dummy,
a Brahma. I actually know that breed. That is a Brahma crap.
Bro. Oh, Brahma.
No, it's called Brahma. It's a cross. They're actually incredibly docile for as big as they are.
Bro, they look beautiful.
Yeah.
They're beautiful creatures.
they have
for
attitude.
real.
Don't let me. Don't get
So
me wrong.
we have a portrait in our office of
Yeah, back
one
to
of
your
those
portrait.
babies, and I'm standing there, and my coworker's like, "Oh, I'm noticing this here for the first time." He's looking at it, and then he's like, "We should have a portrait of a tomahawk right underneath it."
Oh
and
my
I was like,
goodness.
"Okay, now I can get behind that." I was like, "We got to show what it looks like, and
Like
then
an
the final product, really."
Like an uncooked ribeye?
yeah, an uncooked ribeye, a steak. If you
I-
don't know what a tomahawk is, it's a
can I
cut
be-
from a cow.
Can I be really vulnerable with you guys for a second?
Sure.
This
Yes.
made me think of this.
Spill the beef.
I have a real problem. It has to do with and maybe you guys will relate to this, but it's usually like first thing in the morning or late at night. I'll be like usually late at night. I'm laying in bed, and there's a couple Instagram pages I love going to, and this may be really weird for you guys, but it's just like these guys that go around these restaurants, and it's just like it's just reel after reel of just meat. And I just lay there for hours and just watch these guys eat this meat. And it's just like,
Are they like testing the meat?
they
taste
like
testing
they like
stuff.
review places
Okay.
and like go to
putting-
barbecue places. Like the one guy, he travels all over the place. He goes like to New York and Texas, and like he does like a
Gotcha.
different. He'll like go to a city and he'll do like a week or two worth of videos on it. It's like different
Gotcha.
restaurants, and each reel is a different restaurant. And I'm just like, I want that job.
Oh, so he's like
I get teary eyed.
he's like David Portnoy. Is that guy? David Portnoy. He does pizza reviews.
That's yes, but like much.
So,
more.
but it's like that, but steak, and much more like. Is it like a quick format where it's like show a bite and then quick review, that sort of thing? And it shows the
But like
meat.
the one I like is like he doesn't even review it. He just talks about like the atmosphere, what you're in for. This is what, and then he orders like the most popular thing on their menu,
Oh,
and like
okay.
goes through how they serve and how and just like the vibe. But he doesn't rank it. He doesn't like talk down about him. And he's just like he's just a vibe checker, right? There's the guys that like judge the food, bro. If you're paying $400 for a
Oh, yeah.
steak, the food's gonna be good.
yeah,
Right? You don't
Yeah.
need to know that. But he's just like he's like the vibe checks were like, yeah, he's
Over the vacation in Miami, I was.
yeah. Flex on us real quick,
I was
Jordan.
I was just going to say.
I
go
saw
for
it.
it.
I'm
I
jealous.
was very
I wanna go.
fortunate to go to one of Gordon Ramsay's new restaurants.
It's bloody. No, I'm not gonna say that.
It's
Sorry.
roll. No, but on the menu they had a steak that was $445.
Worth it.
So you bought it?
Do you want to guess the ounce?
7. I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8.
You're
My final
close.
answer.
You're close.
It's probably 6.
It was a
Probably
10
less.
ounce.
Oh, okay. It was more. It was more. That's.
It's like
It
$100
wasn't
an
even
ounce.
Wagyu either.
I think.
Crazy.
You know, I think the average ribeye at Texas Roadhouse is 12 ounces, so it's literally less than that even, and it's what, $400 more ish, $420 more probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact that it wasn't Wagyu kind of shocked me, but just I don't know. Probably prime A ribeye.
It could have been just regular old road beef, and they just that have not good on marketing.
All right, Randall, what's your
Put
thoughts?
an 893% increase.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on spending that much for a steak?
As a farmer.
Or actually, you know what? No, stop.
Is that
just to-
supporting the farmer or the middleman?
No, stop. Don't bring
Middleman.
farmers into this.
Farmers are not getting paid that much.
Let me rephrase this question. What's your thoughts on spending about $550? Because that's I'm saying tip. You get your drink. You get maybe a side or two with that. Let's say $550 if you get that steak. So I'm padding it by 110 to 108.
Bro.
106 technically.
That's You're
which
spending
again
more than that.
Which again, I'm rounding it at an average.
Bro, just think of the tip on a $500 steak.
Bro, those waiters. Oh my goodness, and waitresses. What's your thoughts on that though? $550 dropping it just for yourself,
I want to do it once in my life just to say I did. But like,
and then that's it.
yeah.
It's not a lifestyle for you.
Even if I was like at the place financially where that is possible, like
And you don't
it would
think
be
about
a
it.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I know the way I am. That's ridiculous. Like, come on.
See,
like you know what I mean?
my thing is, dude, no matter
Bro,
what
like-
I spend money, there's times, especially
Right now, this could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I reveal something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would rather, if I had the choice right now between like an incredible smash burger and a steak, I would take a smash burger.
Okay.
I'm just like on
Is
a
that
smash.
like a specific mood though? Or
yeah,
is that,
like
you're saying
right now I'm on like a smash burger just trend.
Okay.
and like I'm just all about it.
See, I've been on a
that's fair.
fried food trend recently, which is awful. But like in Florida, man, fried fish just was so appealing to me for some reason. And
Fresh
tartars, like-
seafood.
well, fresh seafood in general. I had some incredible seafood, but
Shrimp. Lobster. You had lobster one night.
oh yeah, I had lobster
Really?
and lobster bisque too, multiple nights. Well, that was actually someone else got it.
Some
And I had
crab
a few.
cakes, or would you?
Clam chowder.
I only had one crab cake the whole time I was there.
Crab cakes? Tell me if I'm wrong. They are so hit and miss. Like they could be.
Bro, no, I don't like paying the money for them because sometimes you get all cake and no crab, and then
I know. And then other times there's this huge chunk of crab.
oh, man.
and no cake.
the best one I ever had.
which I mean, if we're gonna favor one way, let's favor them all. Let's favor the crab. Let's be crab heavy.
No, you need cake.
Cake.
You need cake, but crab is still healthy.
Let them eat cake.
You need to be okay. Let's be
More
real.
of a cake guy, no crab.
Let me
I'm
throw
more of
out a number.
Cake guy, light on the.
Let me guys.
The actual crab.
Yeah.
Let me throw out a number. Okay,
I like crab.
Wait. 80-20 cake or 80-20 crab. Sorry.
Oh, that would be good.
70-30.
70-30?
I think.
Okay.
20 is just light on
Okay,
cake.
okay. If you're getting an average size crab cake, 70-30, what price do you think it should be?
But is it like a cheap cornmeal type cake, or is it like a good flour base with some good cut up fresh veggies in there, deep fried perfectly, comes out hot?
Let's say
Like there's different.
As
like,
far
I-
as-
I've
the
had
real
some
crab
that are
cake
like
is not deep fried though.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is. It's fried in oil, but it's not deep fried.
Okay,
It's
I
or you
apologize.
Put it in a pan with
It
a
is.
little bit of
It
oil.
is a fried type, not deep fried. I
Right,
apologize.
correct.
Hush puppies
It's
are what
really
I'm thinking
close
of
to
deep
Hush
fried,
puppies
you're
are
saying.
very deep fried. Yeah.
Well, hush puppies are
by the way.
Hush puppies are like
Lord.
they're
I feel like they're kinda
padded
like-
and stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of like the bread that
That's
they
where you get
throw
your
in
bread.
the Raising Cane's box, just kind of fill you up. That's what
Oh,
hush puppies are.
bro, our first week in Florida, we were with our cousins and we went to this Raising Cane's the one day and they literally said, we're not open until later this week. So we went back the second day after they opened and we got some Raising Cane's and I forgot how good that place can be. We got to eat there. We got I think my brother and
Eating
I
it fresh there is just a
Bro,
W.
the chicken
Yeah.
burned your mouth when you first ate it. Like some people wait for their food to cool off, bro. I eat it as hot as possible. Like the hotter the food, the better.
Yeah, I know you do, and it kind of bugs me to be honest with you, because a lot of times I go there.
Okay, well, granted, you got to let some of the heat seep out of your mouth, so you might chew with your mouth open for
I
a little
apologize
bit.
for everybody at home that listen to that, but you
It
get
was
what I'm
kind of
saying.
accurate. It was kind of accurate. Yeah.
If the thin,
I respect you, but like, there's always like, we'll go out to like somewhere and eat something that's hot, and you'll be the first one. We're like praying, getting all stuff situated, and Chris is like,
Oh, yeah.
it's fresh, baby, and you're over there.
yeah.
The
Bro,
first bite kills me.
we were
if
eating
a day later and the skin's not coming off the side of your mouth, you did not eat it quick enough.
Bro, I actually
That's a
burned my
motto
tongue.
Chris lives by.
Bro, I burned my tongue on my lunch today. I'm not even lying. I put it in the microwave.
Wow.
I came out and it
You
was
ate a
piping
salad.
hot, and I just
You
started
put your
shoving
tongue
it
in the
my mouth.
microwave.
Yeah, 100%. No, so actually, we were at a place in Florida, and we got our food, and it came out steaming. It was like this seafood broil thing. Came out. It was steaming hot, and we finished up prayer. We thank God for all the many blessings and all this good
He's
stuff
bestowed upon us and us
Amen.
alone.
What?
And I told everyone right away. I said, I'm sorry.
Wait,
What?
bestowed upon us and us alone.
You guys don't pray that way?
Hey, yo,
Seems a bit
Hey, yo.
selfish, eh?
that's a little bit conceited there, my guy.
Hey,
So it's literally
I call it the way it is.
in your mind. It's just like just a battle for.
Well, like,
I mean, you
if
know, all
you're-
these
if
other
you're-
people are blessing their food too.
Well, they aren't fighting hard enough.
Golly, look who's sick right now
Interesting.
too.
Yeah, I'm very cynical right now.
about
Carry on. What were we talking about?
I'll finish it up. I just told everyone after my piping meal came out. I said, "Hey, look, my meal is freaking hot right now, and I'm going to enjoy it while it's hot. So I'm going to eat. I'm going to chew like crazy." So
I love that you warned everybody for what you're
I
about
gave
to
an
do.
audible warning. I said, "I'm like, hey, this food's hot, and I want to enjoy it while it's hot." And it was also seafood. If seafood gets cold, like we're talking clams and what are those? What are those like gummy-ish things, Jordan? That
Gummy-ish.
like I gave you some to eat too that
Those
one night.
CBD marijuana gummies.
No, the food. It's the seafood. It's
Oh,
edibles.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what are they?
THC.
No, they're like this round.
Hennessy.
They're like this round, this tall. They're like
Jell-O
whitish.
shots?
Jello shots, bro. I'm not at a nursing home, bro. This like, what are they called?
I think they're called
Mussels, clams,
I believe it starts with an S.
S. Sriracha. Sorry, what did you say? Yo, hey yo, a little SOTB action there. I got you. Quick, okay, Randall. Quick, answering my earlier question though. I'm gonna quick lay out something for you.
Scallops.
Scallops. That's what I'm talking about.
Not no.
Not
a
feeling
scallop
it?
guy?
Not a scallop guy?
Bro, those are
Bro,
salt
they're
of
money.
the earth.
I just can't get over the texture normally.
See, but they,
I've had some that are good that are like a grilled scallops.
a little seared action.
Yeah, they're seared,
Yeah.
but sometimes they're not. They're just
Okay.
like seared, but then it's like they're almost have like a rubbery texture.
Oh yeah, it's like eating a tire.
Yeah, not about
No,
that.
if they don't break down in your mouth pretty
Exactly,
simply,
exactly.
that's the big thing. If they turn
Yeah.
into gum, spit it out.
Yeah,
It's not a good
not about
scallop.
that.
Yeah. Real quick question. You both can answer this. So
yes and no, Jordan.
Real-
I'm a scallops guy. But yes and
Okay,
no.
okay.
real quickly to the crab cake. I'm going to lay it out. Okay. The ingredients are an 8 out of 10. We're at a 70-30 crab ratio. What price are you paying?
7. Okay, so what size are
How,
they?
yeah, I was
Couple
gonna say
inches?
like
they're 2.
just do
Like
like,
three and a half inches,
Just do like an ounce. So like just similar to like
Yeah. What's
6
your
ounce?
what you're holding up right now? What's your holding up right now?
Okay,
That's
so
about
like
6, 7 ounce
So like the
crab
base
Yeah,
of a 12
roughly.
ounce can.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
what is the most you would pay for that? And
$12.
Okay, what's the most
12.
and what have you paid for it?
bro, crab cakes run at like almost $20
Bro,
every time you
12.
see them anywhere.
You picking a pack up at the Dollar General or what?
Got it.
You were in Maine for your honeymoon. You were up in the New England states for your honeymoon too.
Yeah, we had.
So
we had
you
a couple
probably
good
ate some
crab
seafood, right?
We had a crab cake one day. I think it was like $28.
Yeah,
See, that sounds
that's
that
starting,
sounds more
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna say. I mean, if it's true, actual like
Usually
jump,
they're
like,
20 to $30.
lump crab. Yeah, I was gonna say 25, 30.
You're right there, bud.
Get to the last drop.
Jeez.
Sorry, I just finished my drink. Chilling. Yeah. Well, seafood and basketball is really, you could talk about those things for hours. But actually,
I'd rather talk about barbecue for hours. Oh, smash burger.
I said,
Dude,
bro.
I'm such on a smash burger.
Remind,
dude.
remind me
my
to send you a.
No, do you want me to send you smash burger stuff?
Well, not smash burger, but this is steak. Remind me after the show to send you a chef, very famous, may or may not have been one of the ones on Epstein's Island, but
Whoa.
Oh, I actually feel like I know who that could be.
yeah, but he's
course you were
absolutely
there.
phenomenal.
Bro, shut the. Chill.
Whoa.
Chill, bro.
But no, he's a big chef in California and has like these little pop-up barbecue stands, but like we're talking people line up at 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, no. There is a pop-up smash burger place I saw in California. They are sold out by 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
A pop-up burger place, people.
Was this Adam Perry Lang?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you-
snap. We're going to get sued.
Why? He was confirmed to be on the
Don't
island.
actually.
That will get flagged.
If we're getting,
for sure.
hey, you know what? If we're getting sued, then freaking Google's getting sued because it took one quick Google search to find out that it was Adam Perry Lang. He was literally Jeffrey Epstein's personal chef,
Wow.
former personal chef.
Congratulations on
May
your
or may not
success.
have taken the boat over, but you know.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
I've been working on a railroad.
Okay. Speaking of music, I pull up to the studio tonight. Randall beats me to it by like a few minutes.
Oh, that
Get
was a
out of my
banger,
car,
was it?
bro.
Wasn't it?
I'm not even lying. The Gaither vocal band was on full blast
You
when I get out of my
freaking
vehicle.
kidding.
Bro, if you people out there, America, if you are not listening to Glorious Impossible by the Gaither Vocal Band.
Bro,
That song slaps so hard.
I may join Epstein and just hang myself.
Bro, no lie, dude. We were hitting the music so hard. Like I was, bro. I was in the
Glorious
parking lot.
Impossible just
Man.
it reaches down your throat. It grabs your feel box.
Are we still
It
talking about
sounds
music
like
here?
Yes, it grabs your feel box, and then you start singing in your mind. You actually sound like a dying cow, but in your mind, you are freaking Guy Penrod just hitting those notes. And oh my lord, you are singing with the angels, and it's just glorious.
It's impossible. You think it's impossible?
Yeah, it's glorious.
You think it's impossible?
That you're singing,
but it's
that
glorious.
brother.
I don't know why I got so amped. Bro, I actually, it's so funny to me.
I was parallel
We were hitting it, bro.
parallel Chris. He just he stands up and gives me that side eye, and then 2 seconds breaks into full. We are worshiping.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
Dude, that actually, it was.
I don't know what to say.
I
Bro,
came to
Glorious
this,
Impossible, Pride, one of my favorite songs.
bro.
I love
I
that
came to
song.
the studio straight from work, and I was not.
Guys,
I was
hit
not
me
feeling
up.
it.
You
Look.
people listening at home, if you have not listened to it, I've never been more serious about anything in my life. If you are listening to this podcast right now, stop. I might die. Go to the Gaither Vocal Band, listen to Glorious Impossible, then hit me up on Messenger and just say thank you.
All right, Jordan.
All you have to do.
All right, so
what
that's
would
I'm
wait.
changing your life.
So in the playlist of Randall, what would you follow that up with?
Probably some Guns N' Roses.
Okay, wait,
Bro.
We're gonna officially start a new mini segment on this show. We're gonna have a song of the week. We're gonna just recommend the listeners to listen
Song
to
of
this
the week
song.
is Glorious
so that's
Impossible,
Randall's
so.
song of the week is Glorious Impossible. Jordan, what song do you recommend the listeners to take a listen to?
Actually, kind of in the, probably the genres that I would suggest go a little deeper than what people listen to these days of this, the demographic of this show. But staying kind of in that same groove, I started listening to Skillet again. Had not listened to them for years.
It's been a minute.
And actually, my pastor recommended I listen to Whispers in the Dark by Skillet.
I would tell you, I don't know. There was a part of my life where Skillet was. I still have a special place for Skillet in my life.
But then any outside of that,
songs.
outside of that, any Smash Into Pieces song.
Okay,
That's
Jordan,
that's
you
an
know
OG.
when that hits, you know what's coming. dude.
penciled in, dude.
all hell breaks
On
loose.
my
Yeah.
back,
So we have what Switchfoot song?
I'll be in.
Randall, that's so close to the original version. We're gonna get copyrighted, so just hold that there.
If we get a mark on this episode because of that right there, I'm gonna be so livid.
Chris, what is your inevitably poppy song that is your song of the week that nobody's ever heard of and can care less?
Get out! This is not even remotely pop. What I'm about
Jordan,
to recommend,
am I not wrong?
You said
in
it's by
saying
the
that?
Dixie Chicks.
bro. Come on now.
I got me wrecked. 3 stars of Jordan. That was perfect.
Thank you, thank you very much.
Chris, if you can name one Dixie Chick
No,
song,
I can't.
I
can't.
I somehow disagree.
I cannot. If you played a song, I probably wouldn't even know it either. Honestly,
if you played a Dixie Chick song, we would know.
outside of knowing outside of hearing the name in previous conversations, I would have. Never heard of.
I
them.
know one of their songs. I know that.
Okay. Well, okay, whatever. So what are we left with here? Glorious Impossible by Gaither Vocal Band, and what's the song by Switchfoot?
Switch.
What song did you say by Switchfoot? Or shoot. What song did you say by Skillet?
Whispers in the Dark by Skillet.
Whispers in the Dark by Skillet.
Thanks to my pastor.
That's not contrasting at all.
Thanks to your pastor.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a big rocker.
That's kind of ironic because I've had churches split over Skillet.
Yeah, this one came from.
We'll let that one lay right there.
Oh man.
Yikes. All right.
Wow.
And,
That's
you know
impressive.
what? We're going in order. Listen to my recommendation coming up here in about 3 seconds, and then Jordan's, and then Randall's. That way you'll be slowly more uplifted as time goes on. Start off with Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat, and then kind of work your way up from there. You'll be enlightened by the end of your listening trip, okay?
That's your suggestion?
Yeah, why not?
That's the song of the week.
Yeah, listen to the clean version because their other version is not that great. So
Actually, if I could redo it too, right before I was listening to Beyonce, this ain't Texas.
what? Bro, you just threw out a Guy Penrod reference, and then you went on to.
Did you like that Guy Penrod? Did you like that?
Did,
I love that. Did
dude,
you?
we used to have an OG.
You love
disc
that, didn't you?
We used to have an OG
Who
disc
the
from Guy
frick is
Penrod.
that?
You know who Guy Penrod is?
He's that dude with like the
no.
massive beard. He looks
the most glorious gray flowing hair you've ever seen.
What genre does he sing?
Belt buckles? What?
Who is it? What genre does he sing?
I don't know. He's right underneath Gabriel.
Gabriel. I don't.
frick
What's
is
Gabriel?
Oh,
Gabriel was the villain.
Gabriel Waycroft. Wait, what is the villain? Is that?
Well, he's the villain in Mission Impossible, is he not? Yeah, he is. 100% he is. Gabriel is like some massive syndicate running dude in Mission
Gabriel
Impossible.
Waycroft.
I don't know.
What villain
That's a
is
stage
that?
name. That's a stage name. I don't know.
No, but like it's a villain in the movie. Gabriel Waycroft.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Gabriel was the name of
Somebody
a
help
dude.
me. No, I'm serious. Help me. Gabriel Waycroft. Is that Odyssey?
No, I can't confirm as the Odyssey expert on this show. There was no Gabriel Waycroft.
This is probably off a show that's gonna be incredibly
Let me
embarrassing.
look it up.
Gabriel
Waycroft. It said Waycroft.
Hawaii 5-0.
Hawaii 5-0 is the first thing that came up for me too.
Yes, it is. Yes, Gabriel Waycroft.
Okay. So there's multiple villains.
It's Jin's brother-in-law.
So Gabriel's
It is.
is Jin's that Asian dude, right?
He's the guy. I think
He
he's
is Samoan.
He's the guy who got brutally blanked by a kid with Down syndrome when he was little. I swear that's him, right? That's
But-
that actor, right?
Yeah, I think so. But then
Yeah, it was. Random, have you never seen that clip?
No.
He was on a podcast saying he got brutally blanked. I can't say it on the show, but brutally something by someone with Down syndrome as a child. It was a whole bit.
unfortunate.
keep in mind this guy's 4'3".
Yeah, and he's very small. Yeah.
Oh,
But
speaking
you
of
know what's
Down
awesome?
syndrome-
Have you, on that same thought, have you watched Magnum PI?
No, I'm not. A fan.
Great show. Recommend
It's
it.
absolutely awesome. If you're a big fan of Hawaii 5-0, I was so sad they canceled.
You say Hawaii?
The new Magnum PI.
Hawaii 5-0.
The new Magnum PI, just so you're
Yeah,
not
okay.
the old one.
So does that satisfy your needs? Okay, you need to hear me say that. So
Shoots, you're good.
Magnum PI is great. Is an awesome replacement for Hawaii 5-0. And what I was getting ready to say is what was his name? Jin?
Chin Ho
Chin?
Kelly.
Oh, then
Wait.
we're thinking of someone else.
yeah, we're thinking of Jin,
So
which maybe that's his real name.
yeah, but Jin
I
in
don't remember
Hawaii
his real
5-0
name.
also transferred over. Now he's playing on Magnum PI.
Oh, I've been thinking of Magnum PI this whole time. Shoot, I'm sorry.
The new Magnum, I like watch them occasionally when they come out. They're awesome.
Yeah,
I never have and probably never will.
you know, speaking of new,
Bro, I would strongly
Sorry.
encourage you to start.
I have so many shows. Ask my wife. I have so many shows.
you know this
Do you ever
relates.
do you ever
Randall,
have time to watch these shows?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. It's
see, on vacation, do you know what I watched? And it made me think of you and your brother Trent
What?
the entire time. I rewatched like 2 episodes of the first season of MacGyver for some reason. I just did. And it's so old. So you have to look over the fact that it's awful as far as a production standpoint. But the mind
I
is
actually know what the
there.
very first episode is.
Yeah, it's where he's up at the cliff.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever watched it was at your house, which is why I thought of you. Yeah,
and he kinda almost uses a gun.
Yeah, he almost did. Like he had some string around
You
it.
what just killed me about that whole thing is he smashes this freaking musket to launch him off the cliff when he could have clearly just ran off the cliff.
Yeah, he could have just jumped off. It was so
that would have been
overkill.
completely unnecessary.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't realize how like over the top unrealistic those were until
Yeah.
I rewatched them. But I was like, hey, I'm in the mind where it's like sci-fi at this point, so I enjoyed it. I actually kind of enjoyed
Do
it.
you know? Did he ever use a gun through all the episodes?
I mean, he used a gun, but he didn't pull a trigger on a gun. If that's what you're wondering.
Are we sure?
Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Didn't he make a bomb out of a stick of chewing gum?
He never did that.
No, he never did. That was just a quote in the show.
Okay.
Don't tell me you know how to make a bomb on a stick with chewing gum. Why? Do you got some?
The actual bro, that was in like their
Second episode.
advertisement stuff.
Yeah.
But like when in the scene that actually happened in it was very lame because then they just
cow.
went on to do like something totally unrelated.
They
to
had-
that.
Yeah,
Clickbait
he stopped
in
the
the
nuclear fallout with chocolate.
Oh yeah. He
did that.
like rubbed that big bin that was leaking stuff with chocolate. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sealed the cracks.
I don't remember.
He did
that.
seal
Because the chemical reacted with sugar in the chocolate, and it sealed. Yeah.
Oh,
He was
naturally.
he was the original Flex Seal guy.
Yeah, he
Love
was.
that.
He was.
I love that.
I'll get MacGyver out there with
Yeah.
some tape, but replace it with chocolate and see what he can do.
Have you watched the new MacGyvers?
I watched
I
the
have.
first 2
Are
seasons.
they still making
So
it?
sad. Yeah. I don't know, actually.
And
I think
actually, this was back when I was still single. The one lady that played on it was very attractive, and so like, what? Okay, good grief! Like you've never watched a show in your younger years because like there was an attractive person. Also, the new MacGyver is also very attractive, like the guy who plays him. No, like
I was much more attracted to the old Jack as far as the
No,
new
not-
Jack. The old
not-
Jack, he was just
Bro.
the character was
no,
hilarious.
not how he looks in the movie. I mean, like in real life when you see him,
Yeah.
like even pictures on Instagram, I think he looks more attractive. But that's like so. I watched the show for a few, like 2 seasons or something. And I've gotten out of it since, and I don't regret getting out of it because I'm like, that was a show that should have just been left in the past. That was just a OG show. Let history where it lays.
It did run for 5
Move
seasons.
on. The new one?
Really?
Yeah.
Are they done?
I
now?
think it's still going,
Yeah,
actually.
it's done.
Oh.
They,
Okay.
they haven't
Okay.
released any. Let me know if there's some good shows out there. But I haven't found a good show that's been released in the last 3 years that's worth watching.
All the new ones are really, they're so Hollywood influenced that it's awful. Really.
Oh, except for if you like comedy / murder mystery, Only Murders in the Building, absolutely hilarious.
Only
and
Murders.
kind of good. Only murders in the building. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
It's actually it felt very personally watching it. So they like there's a bunch of these people living in a apartment complex in New York,
Okay.
and someone dies, so they start like trying to figure it out. These 3 people, and so they start a daily upload podcast about it.
Hey, look at us.
Bro,
Come on now.
and it goes viral because of it. It's actually hilarious. It's hilarious. But
That is funny.
they make fun of podcasters the whole time. It's hilarious.
Wow. Oh, I love that.
Okay. I could get behind dissing some podcasters,
Yeah.
even though we do it. It is what it is. Is there any show that was like an OG show that you would like to see recreated? Because for me, I'm like leave the past in the past.
I would have said
should
that
be a
about
draft.
MacGyver. I would have said that about MacGyver, but then the MacGyver thing just let me down. I was so excited about the new MacGyver. Watched the first few episodes. I'm just like,
Really? Yeah, like that's kind of what I was left with. Even
you
though
know,
I
you know what
watched
the
a few
biggest
seasons.
letdown, the thing that pissed me off most about it, and this is gonna make some people mad.
What?
It was the
No one's getting mad.
the short lady, the one that's in charge. She's the worst actor in the history of ever. Like she's so cringe.
I can't think of who that is even.
It was
All I can think of
it was the director of the Phoenix Foundation. Like
all
but
I can
she's
think
horrible.
of is the lady that short lady that played in NCIS LA. Remember that short little lady?
Do not hate on her. She's,
Bro.
Actually, NCIS is probably top 3 of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah, but they're not still making them, are they?
No, they quit.
They're the original NCISs are still being made. Yeah.
There's some old shows like I was a big fan. Don't ever watch them, but like
I love that precursor to whatever you're about to say.
but just like I have this thing with like old mob shows. Like The Sopranos was really good.
I've never watched it. I actually don't even know what you're talking about, honestly.
Sopranos, it's probably one of the most classic TV shows out there.
Is it like black and white?
No, not quite.
okay,
But it's set in like the 80s, 70s.
It's like
80s.
Friends level time frame.
Big Bang Theory is just the modern version of Friends, if you think about it.
Yeah, but better.
No, Friends is way
100%
better.
no. I haven't even
Big
watched
Bang.
all of Friends, and I'm saying no to that. Big Bang sucks, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't suck. It's just
No,
not
it's
the
so
same.
not it, dude. The
It's just
comedy
not
is
for
so
you.
outdated with that.
I do
not even
wish-
outdated. It's just not even funny.
I do wish they never would have had the laugh track, but
Laugh tracks are awful, man. They're so awful.
They did it well though. For being like the last show to ever do it, they did not bad.
Well, like there's other shows that do it a lot. Like Young Sheldon does not
Young
bro.
Sheldon's an show.
It was a what show?
that's still going.
bad.
That's still going.
It's the last season right now, I think.
Really? Okay. Young Sheldon is not so young anymore.
Show, but like I grew up on like all the Chicago shows, PD, Fireman.
Okay, I was gonna say something about that, but I didn't want to cringe myself out. But since you said it, so I occasionally dabbled back in the day with the Chicago Med Chicago Fire and PD. About 6 months ago, I decided I'm just gonna see what's up with those shows again, and I watched a Chicago Fire. Every
You
building,
recognize like one person.
well, not necessarily. I mean, yeah.
Bro, they
yeah.
live real lives too. You just forget about that part.
Yeah, but the buildings that they were fighting these fires in were the exact same buildings that I remember like 5 years.
Well, they
ago.
are still in Chicago.
There's only so many buildings that you can save in Chicago. I mean, let's be real here.
But I mean, imagine if like one of their stories was real life.
Yeah.
Like every day, it's a fight for survival.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
like-
I still screw with Chicago PD. I've watched every single episode
I
of that.
think PD is probably more realistic.
It was really raunchy to begin with.
They've mellowed a little bit. They've mellowed quite a bit.
They've mellowed a lot.
All the Chicago series
Blue
started
Bloods?
hot, I will say.
Blue Bloods,
Blue Bloods is OG.
Bro, it's
Very-
so boring, dude.
but it's a very good. Like I would have no problem watching that entire show with my family. Like
It's a family
very,
business, though,
It's a
Chris.
very very good family friendly
Blue
show.
Bloods is great.
Blue Bloods, Hawaii Five-0 is solid. It's more of like a couple type show, but like
Mike and
rom-com.
no, like Castle.
See, I
Castle's
couldn't get
a good
into
show.
it. I
Yeah.
watched 2 episodes and quit. Because you have to stay committed. You have to stay committed and follow the plots.
Shout out Rookie. That's the only reason I watched Rookie
one
was
show-
because of the actor. But
Oh,
Rookie
just that
is
one dude?
Rookie I can't stand. It's
Well,
so
they're
bad.
done now, too. They phased
Thank-
out quick, I think.
Thank God.
I'm about to get canceled from every side of this earth. But
I
one
would
show
love to
that can
cancel
leave the face of this planet is Seinfeld. Get it out of here.
Seinfeld is a classic, bro.
Honestly, just
Have you ever watched Seinfeld though? So I have a problem with that. I'm gonna cancel you myself. Like you're talking the old show Seinfeld.
for reversing the,
The
canceling,
old
like-
show. Now there was a couple funny parts, like the rental car part, where he
How many episodes have you watched though? Like plus or
30,
minus okay.
40.
There was like 500 though.
I mean, I've watched over the years, and like on TV recently, they've been on evenings, and so I just turn it.
It's weird that you've watched that many and have such a strong hatred for the show.
Okay, you don't even have to like the show. Just go on YouTube and watch Kramer Best Scenes, and you will.
I can't.
I would rather
remember
watch Seinfeld. I'd rather watch Seinfeld over
Big sci-fi
Andy
guy.
Griffith show.
Okay. You are stepping on hot coals, my friend.
I'm just saying.
The hottest of coals,
I don't
quite
care about
honestly. Your opinion slightly. Like,
Oh, you
means
want to
so
talk
much
about?
less to me.
You want
right
to talk
now.
about old shows? Old shows, some OGs, like some good old shows, like
the Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh,
so
no.
good,
Banger.
Beverly Hillbillies top 5. Andy Griffith Show just hated on it, but top. It's
gotta-
like-
it's
got to be the
legendary.
best. It's got to be the
Legendary.
best show ever.
Wait,
Growing Up with Moms. Sorry, not that one.
No, what's that stupid lady that's she's so annoying. Oh my goodness, my wife loves the show.
Wait,
They used to watch it when she was a kid.
like an old show.
It's like this blonde chick, but she's always whining. It's like a wife.
I Love Lucy.
I love Lucy. I love Lucy. Seinfeld.
But here's the thing: everyone hates
but
Lucy.
but there were so many good ones. Like,
Growing
Hogan-
Up. What was the one with
Bro.
what was the one with the beaver?
like what?
Yeah, the one with the beaver. Like Growing Up with the Beaver, something like that. What was that show? Wait,
Leave It
I
to
got-
Beaver?
Leave It to Beaver, bro. That was a classic.
I've
Come
never
on.
heard of that show. In my
OG
life.
black and white show. Wait, you just said it though.
No, I didn't.
You just said who just said Leave It to Beaver?
No, I said Hogan's Heroes.
Who
Hogan's
said
Heroes.
Leave It to
is a-
Beaver?
Oh,
Someone just said Leave It to
have
Beaver.
you ever watched Hogan's Heroes?
Hold on. Who said Leave It to Beaver?
I have never said that in my life.
With Allstate, you
Bro,
have
God
instant
just spoke
replay.
to me.
Throw the red flag.
No, I'm serious.
You too can have coverage at
Something.
Allstate.com.
Someone just spoke to me because I heard the words very vividly. Leave it to Beaver.
Maybe it's in your mind.
I really think
Have you ever
you're
watched
right.
Hogan's Heroes?
In post.
Okay, can
in
we
post.
just answer Randall's question? No, we have not watched Hogan's.
No one answered my question either.
Nobody cares about your question, Chris.
Is it feature Hulk Hogan?
No.
Then I don't care about it.
Have you never watched Hogan's Heroes?
No.
It's actually
I've heard
so
of it, though.
funny. It's so good. It's so funny.
Okay.
What's a modern day show right now that
Actually, Hogan's Heroes redone in a modern modern thing.
Let him cook, Jordan.
Sorry, Jordan. But to answer your earlier question, like a show redone, if they did Hogan's Heroes right, I would watch the crap out of that.
okay?
Hogan's Heroes is like a war.
I've never seen it.
Like a war. It's like a 1940s war camp where they're like people in Germany in a war camp, but they're actually like they're not there at all. They like run the camp, and the warden's like an absolute douche, and he's just like the
Okay.
dumbest guy ever.
I feel like I've heard of this before.
It is hilarious, and they're all the whole camp is like basically a spy base with them people coming in and out and like hide people, and it's hilarious.
You know, yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Did you know? I saw a stat recently that movies are actually dying
Really?
with the rise of social
Except for Tom
media.
Cruise.
Oh, they can't stand a 2-hour movie.
With the rise, I'm not sure that might be part of it, but with the rise of movies,
I'm not gonna lie. It took me
Or,
like 3 days to
podcasts.
watch Oppenheimer.
Wait, what were you saying, Jordan?
I started saying it incorrectly, but with the rise of social media,
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
attention spans are shortening. Movies, like I don't know if anyone noticed in the last Super Bowl, the commercials were absolutely dead.
Oh,
Super dead.
So
They're
bad.
so dead. The creativity
Halftime show was dead too.
There has been so much produced. There's zero creativity, and this article, and I want to say it was a famous outlet, but it was going on to say about how obviously box office numbers are down because people don't go to the movies like they used to, which is obvious.
It's going out of style a little bit.
It is very much going out of style, and a movie theater not too far from my house got crushed recently. They took a big old dozer in there and plowed it over because they weren't getting business, and it was a
Moment
good
of
theater.
silence.
Replace it with CFA.
Yeah, or
what's
actually
CFA?
they're putting a Raising
Chick-fil-A.
Cane's.
Never heard of that in my life.
No, okay.
But anyway,
Heathen.
so with that, the numbers.
Dare I say? Shoot, what were those dudes in the Bible time that like hated on Jesus and like? Dare I say?
Heretic?
No, dare I say Pharisee?
Pharisee.
False prophet. Calling CFA garbage. Get out of here. Go on, Jordan. That needed to be said, by the way. Sorry.
I have to recollect my thought.
After that, I have to recollect mine. Jeez.
Oh, so this article essentially was just saying that, so box office numbers are down, but then it's also
Yeah.
transferring to digital numbers as well. There's not as many people watching movies via, the popular platforms, Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. Those subscriptions are still up, but movies in general, according to this article, are not as, and I don't know, obviously, I don't know if anyone really knows this, but they're just not being watched
Yeah.
as much overall.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I don't know if COVID had something to do with that, where there wasn't as much production. Numbers were obviously down for that too. But
Well, like I just said, Oppenheimer came out. It was like a 3.5 hour movie. It took me like 3 days to watch it. I was like, geez, who has this much time to sit down and watch a movie?
is there a show, movie, or anything right now you're watching that you would absolutely be embarrassed if anyone knew you were watching it?
That's a good question.
That is.
Because no one's really listening, so just go ahead and spew it out.
At this
You
point,
first, Jordan.
yeah, they checked out after you said what you said
I
about
asked
CFA.
you first. That's why I was curious.
I don't know. Well, if anyone has anything, say it, because I only watch like 2 shows right now, and I'm not ashamed to say either.
What are they, Chris?
So the first one is actually, you know what? There is one I can think of. Well, it's only because freaking Jordan said what he said. I did watch a few episodes of The League recently, and I'm not proud of it, but I mean, I won't lie, it is actually kind of funny. And if you have to understand fantasy football to enjoy
greatest
it.
show ever.
And I don't really understand why
Listen,
they have to implement all the
I was
garbage
gonna say,
into
let's
it.
be honest.
But
fantasy football is 10% of it. The other 90% is just straight.
Yeah, but they have awesome people.
All right, I have a show.
Okay.
I have a show.
I don't want to talk about The League anyways.
I have a show that like I'm not embarrassed about it because like it's my kind of humor and like I watch it, but they're actually shout out. They just I don't know if they're making
Good
it anymore,
disclaimer.
but
Good disclaimer.
There's gonna be some of my friends out there, family even, that has watched this. And they're gonna love it. But Letterkenny,
Leonard Kenny.
Yeah, not
Letterkenny.
a fan.
Never watched him.
That's okay.
Or is it a show? Sorry.
It is a show. It's on Hulu.
Sounds like a stand-up comedian. Okay.
Just be forewarned. This show probably will not be for you, but hey, it's very Canadian,
But give it a
very
listen.
funny, and
Oh wait, is it
and
the
then
hockey player?
and then Shorzy. Yeah.
Is it the hockey team?
Well, it's Letterkenny, and there's another show they made off it, Shorzy. I've watched both. I'm more of a Letterkenny guy. Shorzy is just
Is one of them about
over the
hockey?
top.
That's pretty crude.
Please answer my question because I would know what
They're
it
all kind. It's a Canadian TV show. It's all about hockey.
is. Okay. Okay.
Not a lot of hockey being played, but you get the point.
Do they diss Justin Trudeau at all in that show?
Oh yeah,
It's a
And they
true
make fun of-
Canadian classic.
And
No
they make
one's-
fun of Dutchies and Frenchmen and Detroit people. It's hilarious.
Okay. How are you enjoying your carbon tax bills, by the way, Canadians? Just let us know. Leave us a 5-star review and let us know how that's been going for you. What were you saying, Jordan?
So random.
Bro, I saw, dude, I've been following the news on this stuff, bro. Carbon tax is apparently a thing
It
in
is a
Canada.
son of a gun.
It's been revoked for the short time because Trudeau's trying to gain back voters, but that's what I know.
Don't
about it
give him the
anyways.
power.
Yes.
By the way, how was your guys' trip to Florida? I feel like we bounced through it real quick. Do you guys want to talk about that anymore?
I was going to ask Jordan his summary because I said it was great. It was good. I got burnt. My lips got absolutely toasted. And I mean that in the sense of getting sunburned.
They are very blistered.
Yeah. But that's kind of my summary. And sorry, I didn't want to say this. The ocean is still salty, my friends. That is all I
Oh
wanted to
my
say.
lord, is it salty?
It's salt. You didn't even go swimming. What are you talking about?
I did in Miami.
I actually do not believe you. Did you get your hair fully under the water?
Fully, actually twice. You can ask my wife.
I will have to ask your wife because I do not believe you.
Bathtub.
Yeah,
doesn't count,
100%.
Jordan.
Bro, it took me everything within me to get into that water. It was awful.
I hate ocean water.
I went parasailing too, and I had to get half wet to get onto the boat. And parasailing
What was
great, by the
okay?
way.
Real quick, what was the highlight for both of you guys?
I just said it, parasailing. I mean, there was other highlights like the boring stuff, being with family, all that good stuff. But like parasailing, as far as like an activity, was the highlight because that was a lot of fun.
How was the Indy 500?
Didn't watch it
the
actually.
Indy 500.
What?
It's not the Indy 500, but it was still
Yeah,
great.
it was.
time.
Talking the Daytona 500.
Daytona, whatever.
Indy
Screw
is
you.
in Indiana. I would never.
That's
set
also
foot
a
there.
horse, isn't it?
You could watch without setting foot there.
That is
Are those
true.
horses?
Daytona. Well, you guys always watch
That's the
Daytona
Kentucky-
500 when you're down there.
That's the Kentucky
It got
Derby.
postponed to Monday though.
Yeah, but did you watch it?
So we didn't watch it because we had an event that evening. We were on a dinner cruise actually.
Oh, that's right.
I watched it a little bit.
How
while on the
white
dinner
trash
cruise.
was that?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? How white trash is watching freaking NASCAR, bro? Get out!
I
of here.
know how white,
bro. Actually,
how high end white trash is going on a dinner cruise.
I was watching the Daytona 500 on the cruise a little bit. So that's the pinnacle right there.
Thank you for doing me proud.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
No, I'm not taking shots at the
That's-
dinner cruise. I'm just like, really, you're knocking NASCAR, and then like, I'm going on a dinner cruise.
Honestly, if you're gonna do something with your time,
I
though,
did see
one's
you
better
looking
than the
at
other.
my future properties down there. I'm gonna buy.
For several years, I knocked dinner cruise. While this one that we were on was, it was nice, but there's better. There is some dinner cruises out there where they feed you very well, and we had prime rib and chicken parmesan, but all you can drink, all you can eat.
That's why Jordan's there.
This one wasn't all you can drink. All you can eat.
That's why I'm saying this one wasn't 100% it, but the year before, I was on one where literally it's a beverage pounding fest.
See,
All right, that sounds
I feel
like white trash. Now you,
Yeah,
now
that-
you re-
that-
you
there you're white
re-supported
trash.
it.
There you're
Yeah.
back.
You do it on a
Indiana.
boat and try not to fall over. That's the best part.
But the boat's already tipping enough. You're gonna fall over. It's
Was
inevitable.
is it kind of hard to eat on a boat? Is it like
No,
No,
bro,
it's
it's white
chill.
tablecloth. Absolutely freaking bougie. They bring the lights down in the evening,
Oh wow.
and yeah, no, you have a great time.
I feel like the one we went on is not the bougiest of the bougie for sure, but
No,
it was,
there's
it was a
different
good
ones.
time.
I'm referring to the one and some of the others from previous years, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. And so that honestly summarizes my time in Florida. But what was your experience, Jordan? Because you were with us for some of it as a family, and then you and your wife split off and went to Miami for a period of time. How was that? What did you do in Miami other than going to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant?
Traffic in Miami.
Traffic anywhere in Florida, dude. It's awful.
I learned very early on.
I learned.
very early on. If you're in
Randall,
Florida,
what did you learn?
travel between 5 and 8 in the morning,
Bro, I love your
and
voice
then
so much
and
right
then
now.
8 midnight at night.
You don't even know how much I love your voice right
I
now.
know it's.
I'm
it
sorry.
is.
Like, I know you're sick and all, but you sound so cool right
I'm
now.
a very sick person. Back off.
You sound bougie. Like you sound like you're low key wealthy for some reason.
Sound like you should be missing 3 teeth up front, and you have a cigarette pack.
you know what?
hanging
That
out of
doesn't
your pocket.
that doesn't
How would
support
you
my
know?
bougie claim, but yeah. Okay, Jordan, go on about Florida.
Sound like Britney Spears.
No, I was just saying,
Okay.
Continue.
don't mock Britney Spears.
Oh, bro, you're not Britney Spears.
I'm not. I don't.
I was gonna say.
But no, the traffic's pretty wild. So yeah, at one point I have a screenshot on my phone. We were trying to go about 2.5 miles, and the suggested route was taking almost 28 minutes.
Gracious
man.
alive.
So yeah, it's definitely, there was a combination of several things. There was a wine festival and numerous other things, and I guess a car show.
Were you in downtown?
We were in downtown.
Yeah.
I have never been to downtown like Miami.
I've been
I
there.
never have.
I've been there several times.
Yeah.
It's,
I've been to Tampa.
It's great. And like, we weren't there very long, but the
Drove through Jacksonville once.
Jacksonville's cheeks.
Well, I didn't say I stopped there. I said I drove through it.
Bro, I never hear him say anything's cheeks either, so that's saying something.
But we also, on the way home, this was
He's too good to say something's cheeks,
I
but
was
he
gonna
just
say,
said
hey,
that.
there's different levels to cheeks. Was it like
Cheeks?
it
Or
was
like cheeks.
inner, like core.
Core cheeks. So like the glutes?
still not following you? That could still
Bro,
be good.
Jacksonville is glutes. For real.
Or is it mid to upper pack?
No, it's not pecs.
Pecs?
Or I mean,
We switch sides of the body, my man. Why are you thinking about pecs all of a sudden?
hamstring.
Hamstring. Is it calves to hamstring? Where are we at? ACL, MCL, calves.
It's the dark center
Hammies.
of a PVC pipe.
All right,
so the inside.
10 or 12 footer. Schedule 40.
So on,
2 or 3.
No comment. So on the way home, actually, we did get to stop at the world's greatest gas station of all times.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Oh,
Ah, now
Actually-
the brisket on the board.
I've never been there actually. So
Really?
I can't.
Guys,
oh my Lord, is it awesome?
did you get brisket sandwich?
I spent $32 on food.
I bet it's been double that.
Smokes, bro.
Yeah, I got a brisket sandwich, and we actually planned to be there right as they were changing over for brisket.
We do need to start talking
in the
about food,
afternoon.
so let's go.
So yeah, I had I actually had their breakfast. I picked up a couple breakfast sandwiches, and
A couple for you?
I'm sorry, one breakfast sandwich, and then a couple
Okay.
breakfast tacos, which they have a sausage, egg, and cheese brisket taco, and then they have brisket sandwiches, of course. And Lord,
Little
That's
hot
lethal.
Sauce. Little hot sauce.
they
That's
also have these little
lethal.
like tater tots.
Oh man, deep fried, breaded, deep fried.
Oh, and this guy comes out, and his name is probably Jesus.
He's what?
Jesus.
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 We are in the South.
And he pulls this brisket out of this little trailer he's pulling, this
And
little
yells
cart,
the magical words.
and yells the magic words.
Fresh brisket on
Yes.
the board.
If you've not been to a Buc-ee's, it's a massive gas station, but it's not really even a gas. I mean, they do have gas. It's 238 pumps actually, to be exact, and the one I was at. But
Could you find a pump?
I actually could, but you wouldn't believe. Like literally, there were cars circling around.
They're like the Bass Pro Shops of gas stations.
exactly. There were
like-
cars circling around
Yeah.
So over the
fair.
top.
on.
Like you can go to Walmart and get what you need for hunting, but it's just not the same.
but they honestly they have a lot.
Can't what are you gonna tell your friends? Oh, you've been to Bass Pro Shops for, or you've been to Walmart?
can get-
bro.
you-
It's not comparable.
You can get
That's like
home-
saying you've been to a BP when you could say you've been to a Buc-ee's. Get out of here.
Exactly.
Come on.
You can get home goods. You can get fishing lures. You can get grills.
Clothes.
Heck, the one I was at in Texas had a bale feeder sitting out front.
Freaking bale feeder. Get out of here
So
with that.
while I was looking at grills and stuff, my wife was doing other stuff, doing wife things. And so, yeah, I was milling around.
Look at pots and pans, you know.
You can go from looking at a bale feeder to a bottle of alcohol. They had a bottle of wine sitting at the bottom of this shelf. Not even
Buc-ee's
top-
wine.
It wasn't Buc-ee's wine. It was a brand.
Most
but it
gas
was- but it
stations
was-
have
it
alcohol
was at the
though, so I
Buc-ee's.
don't,
Oh, that's
that's not really
special.
comparable.
$238.
Wow.
So champagne.
Just chilling right there. I'm like, oh, how's
That's
it going?
bottom shelf.
That was bottom.
Get your ladder out and climb your fat little butt up there and see what's like on top shelf. That's probably
jerky, the top shelf.
if you ain't dropping a G on your wine, then
don't
I don't
they?
know what you're doing.
I've never been to an actual Buc-ee's store, but as you can tell, I've researched them quite heavily.
Whoa.
Oh, so
It's-
you haven't been there either.
No, but it's like
Okay.
all time dream. I want to go there more. That's my like. If you ask me what place I want to go in my life
So-
before I die, top of the list is Buc-ee's.
So it's not like another country. It's not like another location. It's not another continent even. It's Buc-ee's.
yeah.
So I have a good friend that used to live in the South.
Who cares about going to a different country?
I have a
we
good
live
friend
in the
that
best country in the world.
We do. We do.
I have a good friend that used to live in the South, and I was with him the very first time he had a Buc-ee's
Is his
brisket.
name Jesus?
No, it's a three stone.
Eddie,
A
what?
3 stone?
He stole 3. What?
No, but he said the very first time he ever,
Oh, I get it. 3 stone. Yes, yes.
very first time he ever had that sandwich, I was with him, and he said, quite possibly one of the better brisket sandwiches he's ever had.
I've heard great things.
And even living in the South for quite a few years.
He's never been there.
But
that blows my mind.
overall, brisket sandwiches like to die for. But yeah, so you basically walk in, and right in the center, you have like the one I was at. You have Home Goods to the right, and you have all kinds of like just everything to the left. I mean, but it's neat and orderly.
Okay, it's a Kohl's, Target, and Tractor Supply mixed into one,
and a Dick's
and a Dick's.
And a
for-
Sheetz.
Okay,
and a Sheets,
and a Sheets.
but better. So
In a Bass Pro
they
Shop.
also
Throw that in there,
specialize in jerky.
Do they sell guns?
I don't know if they sell guns. I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be incredible if they did. Like,
I don't want to go there anymore.
you know, there's one coming to Ohio, like Cincinnati or something. I
Yeah,
think.
I will.
We're
drive
never gonna
down.
go
Let's
there.
No, we're going
Pack all the
Me
boys
drive
and
up
head down.
there.
right after we go to Costco and do a Rabbit
was
Trails
gonna
goes
say,
to
we're
Costco.
starting a list
going
now.
we're going to Rabbit Trails goes to Buc-ee's. Come on,
Goes to Buc-ee's.
You know, Buc-ee's is a beaver.
that's a little
That's
buck.
son of a beaver.
Yeah.
But so
You can
finishing,
sponsor our trip to one of these places, by the way.
Finishing
Just-
up my
just
story.
reach out. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll accept it.
finishing up my story, you walk in the center. They have this massive ring, and there is a butcher block and a guy with a meat cleaver. And you just picture it's like God just ready to strike someone. It's above his head.
Gotcha.
So he slams this
So he's
massive
hitting
brisket
his
down,
meat.
just smokes this meat. Absolutely.
Well, no, it's been
Repeatedly?
smoked.
Repeatedly?
It's been smoked.
you want
That
this
stuff
man,
gets smoked for a long time. It's
you want
incredible.
this man's meat. Absolutely chopping it.
Did he shred it finely, or is he just very gentle with
So-
it? Like,
so I think-
pulls it apart.
I'm not positive, but I feel like they cut the flat, the brisket flat in strips, and then the point. Or I might have that backwards, but one of the two, then they chop up. So they part of the brisket, they chop the other half. They slice.
Wow.
Would you just lay down there and let him do it to you too?
I would let him do it to me any time of the day.
That's incredible.
But then he, after it's sliced, or no, right before he starts slicing, he yells, "Hot, fresh brisket on the board."
That's what you want to hear.
People,
Let's be real
all
here.
of the not servers, but just workers,
Peasants.
just workers in the actual
Pagans, you might
Buc-ee's.
say.
They like echo it.
They yell out, "Hot, fresh brisket on the board,"
That's amazing.
and
I would work there just to do that.
it's like a come to Jesus moment.
Oh man.
That's incredible. Brisket.
Do they have an
is
altar
so
right
good,
there?
dude.
Honestly, I
I don't
teared
know about
up.
that one, Randall.
All right, I just wondered. People
Oh,
get
you're-
emotional.
If you're a big
Brisket is
coffee
amazing.
fan too, they have a whole bar, and not just one. They have the world's largest soda fountain too. I'm not big
Are
into
you
this.
serious?
They do.
That doesn't turn me on in the slightest. But the brisket, I would go there just for the brisket.
Yeah, but they have all the coffees and everything.
I mean, you're not walking into a Circle K getting brisket. You know, this is special. This is a special place.
So they have.
You know what I mean?
Back to the coffee though, real quick. They have like a cooler. It's kind of like a raised garden bed almost, but you get whatever coffee you want, and then there's like every kind of dispenser for caramel, chocolate. You go to Starbucks and tell them you want 3 pumps of liberalism and all kinds of other stuff, diabetes, sugar, all that. That's all there. It's a disease.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway, I'm done talking.
That's a good talk
I'm
about
actually,
Buc-ee's.
Jordan, I'm very jealous of your experience. I want to
Thank
do
you.
that.
Randall and I are going to go there at some point, probably on separate occasions, but we're going to make it at some point.
No, I want
It's-
to go with you.
I mean, I would like to go with you. I'm just saying, like, granted that we don't have one super close, the chances of us going together are very, very slim. But all that being said, I think it's time to get towards the end of the show, guys. It's
we
been a
done?
good run. Time moves on, life moves on, another episode moves on, so we need to get in and wrap this one up.
Time waits for no man.
It does wait for no man. Jordan, I'm going to start with you this week. What did you learn from today's episode 110? Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify if you haven't already.
I learned that we're going to need to up the sponsorship of possibilities for the show because Randall does have chemo treatments coming up just shortly. Based off that voice, I'm thinking
God bless.
What are you cringing at, Randall? I don't even think it's what Jordan said.
No, not at all. I just found out the closest Buc-ee's is 6 hours away from our current location. That's sad.
Oh, man.
and that's I guess the other
Told
thing I
you,
learned.
brother.
We're going to Buc-ee's.
Told you.
Randall,
Were you guys talking about chemo?
Chris asked me what I learned. I said we're going to have to raise additional money for your chemo.
You're out. I've been sick for almost 2 weeks.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
No, since you left, I had strep throat the week after you guys left.
Bro, strep throat is awful, dude.
yeah, it's
holy
been hanging
cow.
around.
No,
very
dude, I
bad.
had that when I was like 7 or 8 or something years ago.
This is my second winter in a row with it, so I'm very excited about that.
Golly.
I had strep throat, and then I've just been had this cold that's just been lingering. And now my poor little daughter, she's in the last couple of days, she's been fighting a fever, and
Oh, man.
Might have
That's
been a-
not fun at all.
Might have been a
Art,
bad
it's
time
been-
for me to make a sick joke.
yeah, no, dude, you can make a joke whenever you want. I'm just like, yeah, it's been a rough week, but hey, I know some people have a lot worse. People are going through a lot more, and we're
That's
going
the
to
truth.
bed every night. We're waking up every morning, and everything's good.
That's
God
the
is
truth.
faithful, so I
There we go.
can't complain about much, even though I want to.
There we go. Randall,
Bottom
what
line.
did you learn from today's show?
Besides that, the closest Buc-ee's is about 6 hours away from us. I learned that
Learned?
I learned.
That's close enough.
Okay.
Back off, Jordan.
That's what you learned?
Yeah, I really think the most important thing I learned today is Buc-ee's is 6 hours away. So
Okay.
Before we end this show, can we just talk about how great our guest was last week?
We got to shout him out and say thank you for coming on again.
it was good.
Appreciate you,
I
kiddo.
greatly appreciate him.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I now know he has a massive love for Sofia Vergara. Worked at
he has a
Texas
massive
Roadhouse.
It might be bigger than massive. Who knows at this point? I actually forgot about that.
If you didn't listen to last week's episode, which is part
Go
2
check it out.
of a 2-part series, you should probably check it out.
yeah, go
he's-
give it a listen.
Pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this is totally off the side, but I did find out one thing I want to do this. One thing I learned this week.
What's that?
I want to go to Cleveland this spring and watch the NCAA National Championship Final Four in Cleveland.
Oh, it's going to be in Cleveland.
Women's basketball, yes, they're hosting.
Women's
hosting Final Four in basketball this year.
Okay, you lost me there for a little.
Only because I want to see Caitlin Clark play basketball. People are gonna hate me, but I'm just saying I want to.
Okay,
I respect that woman.
First thing I thought of is Family Guy, where they're like doing the WNBA bit, and he's like, "We need our opinions of the fan. We need our opinion from our fan."
Yeah, and now we go to the fan in the stands.
Now we go to the fan in the stands.
Yay!
Anyway,
yeah.
Chris, what did you learn this week?
I learned, actually, I didn't learn anything, but I did reinforce the fact that, when you get those videos on like Reels and Instagram and stuff where it's like they show you platters of food and they like ask you like, who would you attack 2 buddies you'd pound this with?
I don't need 2 buddies.
Yeah, bro, 100%. You two are the guys I'm calling up every time. I always think of you two first when I'm mentioning people.
Bro,
and
Randall
I never
and
mention people in those, but
I'm just being 100% honest. I appreciate the invite, but Randall and I do not need you.
I know you don't need me. I just want to sit there and watch it happen. Because I'm talking like the last one I saw was like, are you okay, Randall? Your mic is going very limp there. Get it up. Get it up, Randall. Randall, no, Ben. There you go. There you go. There you go. You got it. You got it.
Sorry about that, folks.
I'm just saying, guys, we got like 4 or 5 smash burgers, like a pound of fries, hot dog, not hot dogs. Those are gross. Those are mid at best. Like some pound of brisket, all that good stuff. Oh man, you two are the ones I'm calling.
I'm not gonna lie, you two are like the first 2 come to mind. But also, if I sit down and think about it, I have some friends that can put away some food. I have no problem getting together like 6 guys to probably eat like a cow.
Yeah, this summer,
I could be out eaten by a lot of people. I don't eat that much food.
This summer, I'm planning.
You actually don't.
No, I really don't.
I'm planning like a low country boil this summer.
Oh,
but
talk
with
dirty to me.
Everything low country.
Randall's giving you the stare down, right? Biting the bottom lip. Come on now.
Like minimal potato, like bologna. Like no minimal potatoes, all sausage, all shrimp.
Yeah, what are we talking? Sausage?
Absolutely. All
Shrimp?
day, every day. Shrimp, what?
Garlic?
What?
Butter?
Coronas.
Corn?
Coronas.
Onions?
Coronas.
I'm about it.
I am
then,
actually really about it. Lemons. You gotta squeeze some lemon over your shrimp.
And then tomahawk steaks too.
You had me at shrimp.
I'm not. I'm accepting this invite. That's all I'm saying.
Come on over.
And I'm actually gonna invite myself if I'm not invited. So
We know
it
you
is
would.
what it is.
Okay.
Well, that has been episode 110, everybody. And if you haven't already, check out the some of the new merch apparel that we got going on. It's lit. You want to hook yourself up with some merch.
Thank you for the orders, by the way.
Everybody, guys, here's what I'm saying, okay? Use code RABBIT5 for 5% off your next order. Get yourself a little discount.
Is that a valid code?
It is a valid code. You can use it this very second and it will be valid. So use that for your next order. Appreciate all the love we've been showing. And also leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening or a thumbs up and let us know what you thought of today's episode. I think that's all I have to say. You guys ready to get out of here?
I'm so ready.
Yesterday.
Have a good week, everybody. And we will be back here next week for episode 111. Until then, take care.
See ya.
Bye, friends.